Hey guys, new dads, dads-to-be, anyone who's ever pulled an all-nighter, you're in the right place. We all know those first few months with a newborn can feel like one long, blurry, sleep-deprived roller coaster ride. You're up all night trying to decipher baby cries that sound strangely like a cat stuck in a tuba, and your brain's running on fumes. But fear not, my sleep-deprived comrades. This isn't a time for despair, it's a time for, well, more coffee probably. But also some helpful tips to navigate those sleepless nights and come out on the other side somewhat resembling a functional human. First up, let's talk about the power of the nap. Forget everything you thought you knew about napping being for, grandpas and rocking chairs. New dads, this is your secret weapon. We're talking short, strategic power naps. Think of them like pit stops during a race, except instead of changing tires, you're recharging your brain with enough energy to tell the difference between a burp cloth and a swaddle. Trust me, 15 minutes here, 20 minutes there, it can make all the difference. Next, remember it's not a solo mission. This is where your tag team partner, your co-parent, your better half comes in. You're in this together, which means dividing and conquering those nighttime duties. Maybe one of you tackles the 2 a.m. feeding while the other becomes a master diaper changer. Or maybe you switch off nights, giving each other a chance to get a slightly longer stretch of sleep. Whatever works for your team, just remember communication is key. And by communication, I mean trying to convey your desperate need for sleep with just a look, because, let's be honest, sometimes words are hard. Now let's talk about your sleep environment. Specifically, those pesky little rays of sunshine that seem to have a vendetta against tired parents. Invest in some blackout curtains, my friends. We're talking about curtains so dark, they could make a vampire feel comfortable taking a midday siesta. The goal here is to create a sleep sanctuary so dark and peaceful, even the baby will be fooled into thinking it's still nighttime. Okay, maybe that's wishful thinking, but you get the idea. Let's be real. Coffee is about to become your new best friend. That morning cup of joe, it's now your lifeline. But a word of caution, my sleep-deprived dudes, don't overdo it. Too much caffeine can actually mess with your sleep even more, and nobody wants that. Think of it like this. You wouldn't chug an entire pot of coffee before bed, right? Okay, bad example, maybe you would. The point is, be smart about your caffeine intake. Speaking of sleep, let's talk about your bedroom. Is it a sleep haven or a sleep saboteur? Make sure the temperature is cool, the room is dark, thanks to those blackout curtains, and minimize any noise distractions. And for all that is holy, put your phone on silent. Those late-night notifications can wait. Trust me, the world can survive without your witty Instagram comments for a few hours. Now, let's talk about those late-night feedings and diaper changes. You're tired, you're stumbling around in the dark, you're basically a sleep-deprived zombie. But fear not, you can master the art of the zombie shuffle. This involves moving slowly, silently, and with a level of caution usually reserved for disarming bombs. The goal is to avoid waking up any sleeping creatures, baby or partner, and to make it back to bed with minimal disruption. Okay, this one's important. New dads, I'm here to tell you, lower your expectations for sleep. I'm serious. Remember those glorious 8-hour stretches of uninterrupted sleep you used to enjoy? Yeah, those are on hiatus for a while. And that's okay. It's all about adjusting to a new normal. Don't put pressure on yourself to get a certain amount of sleep or to bounce back immediately. Finally, remember you're not alone in this sleep-deprived journey. Connect with other new dads, whether it's online or in person. Share your experiences, your tips, your hilarious sleep deprivation stories. Because sometimes, just knowing you're not the only one who's functioning on 3 hours of sleep and a prayer can be strangely comforting. So there you have it, New Dads, your survival guide to navigating the wonderful, messy, sleep-deprived world of fatherhood. Remember, you're doing great, even if you don't feel like it. And hey, at least you'll have some hilarious stories to tell one day, right? Right? What are your go-to tips for surviving on minimal sleep? Share your wisdom and funny stories in the comments below. We're all in this together.